Hey there, home loan shoppers. Welcome back. Welcome back to this final chapter in this home loan shopping course. We are in chapter 6, section 1, and this will be a pretty quick section, and then we'll close up in the next section with a summary. All right. If you just happen to stumble across this video, this is one video in a series of videos that comprise a complete home loan shopping course here on YouTube. You can look in the description of this video. You will find the course outline. The course outline is hyperlinked, so you can jump to any part of the course that you would like to. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up. So now you have received the loan estimates from all the places that you decided to shop at. And so now it's time to decide which company to proceed with. All right, so we have been talking about pricing for the last couple of chapters, but pricing is not the only thing you want to base your decision on, of course. Pricing might be your major thing, but for a lot of people, pricing isn't the major thing. You need to consider other things. For example, let's talk about your experience up to this point in working with the company. Was the mortgage loan originator that you were working with, knowledgeable? How knowledgeable did they seem? Were they able to answer questions? And if there was a question that you had that they couldn't answer, did they, on the spot, did they get back to you with the answer? Did they seem like they had their SHIT together? That's the major thing. That this loan originator sound like they really knew their stuff. The other thing, was the process explained to you? Remember I told you about asking these different questions, and one of the questions was about the process. Do you have a good feel of how the process is going to unfold? Did they do a great job of explaining that and laying it out for you? All right. Now, even though this is the third thing I'm mentioning, this probably should be number one. Not probably number one. This should be number one. Were they honest and transparent with you? Do you feel that everything they told you when you first spoke to them and everything you saw on their website is now that you've done the application with them or received the loan estimate, was it as you expected? Everything that you saw on the website and everything that the loan originator explained to you in the first call, is that what it is today? Okay. How about pressure? When you were first talking to them, did the loan originator put pressure on you, pressure to hurry up and do an application because mortgage rates are going to go crazy? You need to lock your rate in or it's going to be the end of the world. How was that? All right. Now, how about a couple things regarding you? Do you have that comfort level? Remember I mentioned when you're dealing with certain places, like maybe at your bank, and I mentioned maybe on these regular conforming loans, your bank might not have the best pricing or your credit union might not have the best pricing, but you're comfortable. You've been going there for years and you're comfortable dealing with them. So maybe it's not the best pricing, but you have that level of comfort. And in a lot of cases, that is worth it. And then convenience, I mentioned that. Again, bringing back the issue of the credit union, the bank. Let's say, you're going in that bank all of the time and you've got your deposit accounts there. You've got maybe investments there. You've got, I don't know if they're doing insurance these days anymore, insurance there. And then you've got your home loan there, and just everything in one place is convenient for you. Is that something that you want? Or is, you already got convenience locked down in your current life? How about, let's say, think about this. Oh, here's a good one. What about return customers? Are there any incentives for return customers? Did you ask them about that? Like, hey, if I come back, what's the deal? Like for me, I will do appraisals, pay for the appraisals for my return customers. Or, hey, how about these lenders and brokerages and whatever that charge fees? Do they waive the fees for their return customers? Things like that. How about this? Problems. If you have problems, who are you going to call? Ghostbuster? No. If you have some problems, who do you call? Ask them about that. Do you have a warm and fuzzy about that? And then something else, one more thing other than rate pricing. How about the loan originator? Do they feel like someone that could be a long-term advisor to you, a trusted advisor? Because that's what you need. I'm so surprised so many people don't create a team. Like for example, your tax person. You have, say, the same tax person that you've been going to for a long time. They're not just doing your taxes. You can come to them with advice, even when it's not tax season, and ask them about certain things so you can strategically lay things out. How about insurance? Like with me, I have my same insurance brokerage that I've had. I'm losing track of time. I know it's been over 25 years. If they're doing a good job for me, why change? I've got a couple cars with them now. I'm about to add a third car to it. Why the hell would I change if they're doing a great job for me? What about like an attorney advisor? You have the same attorney. You get what I'm getting at here. You've got knowledgeable, trusted experts that you can rely on, that charge a fair price, and you can call them for advice. Well, you should have a mortgage person like that too. And that is what I wanted. That was one of my primary goals. No, the primary goal in starting the business. When I've been doing this for 26 years, and back when I was working for the companies, and I started thinking about this idea, it's like, wow, I wanted to be able to do the level of customer service that I wanted to do, because there was always limits when I was working at the companies, even the companies that had decent customer service. It wasn't the level of customer service that I wanted, and I couldn't do the level of customer service that I wanted working at those companies. And I wanted to be a trusted advisor. I work really hard to try and learn what I know now about mortgages, but I bust my ass to learn even more. Even as long as I've been doing it, as much as I study, I know there's still a lot that I need to learn. So I'm always working on that, and that's what I wanted to be, that trusted advisor for people. What I love is when these past customers just pick up the phone and call me. Hey, Doug, I saw something on the news. What's going on with that, with these mortgages and these rates and this and that, or this loan program? And hey, is this BS or that? And I have them reach out to me all the time like that. And that is like one of the coolest parts, and it's why I'm wearing the shirt I'm wearing right now. Check this shirt out here. Let me see if I'll get up, see if you can see this. Check this shirt out. Ta-da! So that's why I wore this shirt today, is because this shirt, I got it almost a month ago. It was a few weeks ago. I got this from some customers, young couple purchasing their first place, got a kick-ass deal on it, and I was so glad I got to be a part of that. I was like, I think the fifth mortgage company that they spoke to, and really so glad I got to be a part of that. Anyway, they sent me this shirt, surprised me with this shirt, sent it. This was really cool, and that's where I'm wearing it right now. This is what I wanted to be about. This is like right in line with my goals for opening up my own business, and this is what you need too. This is what you should have, just like a great automotive technician, that great insurance person, that great attorney, that great tax person. You need to have a doggone great mortgage person in your pocket. So think about that. The person that you spoke to, that's something that they can be. Okay. And then of course, finally, there is the rate pricing. Did they kick ass on the rate pricing? Of course. Yes, I know that's a big part of it. Not ignoring that. I offer kick-ass rate pricing. I know that's important, but that's not everything. I've actually had in the past, no joke, somebody reach out to me before this happened more than once, and I actually had better pricing than the company that they were working with. They called me at the last minute, but it wasn't, it was better, but it wasn't that much better to give up what they had already established with the other company. Here they are working on a purchase. They're about to close, and they're thinking about switching things up midstream when the other place is about to close. I says, you know what? Just call me later for a refinance. I gave them solid advice, even though they weren't a client of mine. I'm like, you know what? Call back later. You're about to close right now. You got a decent deal as it is, because they showed me what they were getting. Just roll with that. Close that. Don't go jumping over a quarter to get to a penny, as one of my old friends used to say. Just make it happen. Close that deal later on. If you still want, I'll refinance you down the road, because pricing looks like it's going to go down anyway. That type of advice I give to everyone, not just the clients. So pricing is important. So if those loan estimates that you have, let's say you have two companies that were kind of even. Maybe one company seemed like they had a little bit better service, but the other company just totally blew them away on rate pricing. Well, you might want to go with the company with the kick-ass rate pricing. But again, don't just go based on rate pricing alone. That's kind of like, I don't know, getting into a relationship for superficial reasons, like, just for looks or just because of money. And then the relationship turns out being shitty and you're wondering who's at fault. Well, you went for the superficial stuff. So same thing here. The rate pricing is important, but consider all these other things. All right. So just wanted to drop that down, drop that at you, when you're making your final decision on what company to go with. In the next section, I'm going to go over what we covered in each chapter, just do a summary to lock things down and get you going on your home shopping adventure. All right. So this finishes up, concludes section 1 and chapter 6. We're going to go to the final section here shortly, section 2. And if the next video doesn't automatically play, of course, as usual, just drop into the description of the video and click on the hyperlink in the lesson outline and start the next video up on your own. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you shortly on the next section.